Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and all who may concern. My name is Stefan, and today I'll be talking to you about robotic interoperability. So, what is robotic interoperability? Interoperability is the ability of computer systems or software to exchange and make use of information. So, in the case of robotic interoperability, it is the ability of multiple robots to communicate and exchange information in order to complete complex tasks. So there are different types of robotic interoperability. There are different hierarchies between the robots, and there's also a difference in how they are connected. Are they connected wirelessly? Are they connected through cables? Do they have to go through the internet first? Are they directly controlled by the user? Or are they directly controlled by other robots? Some are intended for agricultural robots, some are intended for industrial robots, some are intended for military robots. There are many different types. So I'm going to give an example in surgical robots such as the Da Vinci and the Raven 2, because these robots incorporate several types of interoperability. From what I found, surgical robots typically use a master and slave hierarchy, meaning there's one robot which controls a subservient robot, and that subservient robot would be the one that, say, holds the camera or gives information and warnings to the master robot. So the master robot can tell the slave robot where to move to get a better view, while the slave robot would tell the master robot that one area would be dangerous to go to, or don't move to this position because that would be dangerous for the patient. The master robot is in direct control by the surgeon, and the surgeon also gets videos from the slave robots and master robots. So using interoperability, not only do surgical robots aid the surgeon in stabilizing the instrument, but they also aid them in giving them better visuals and not letting them make any mistakes, such as moving the instrument in a bad spot and accidentally cutting an artery. So what are the future prospects of robotic interoperability? It's not so much that there will be new types of interoperability, but there will most likely be advanced versions of what we have today. There are already countless fields that are in progress and being studied right now. Into the surgical robotic systems, it could end up being almost fully automated with only one surgeon being required, because today usually there would be one or two other surgeons at the patient's side as well. You could have entire hospitals connected to each other with the systems for different patients and medical needs, and that system could also be connected directly to the surgical robots. You could have automated crops with all the robots being able to communicate with each other how each individual plant is doing as they go by them. So robots would have to cover less ground individually. In a human environment, if a robot had to move around and it was connected to other sensors in the areas that are fixed around the room or connected to other robots, if they could communicate with a high enough speed and be able to process quickly enough, then the robot would be able to navigate a changing environment without much difficulty. The prospects really are limited to imagination of the future people who design it. Robotic interoperability today is the beginning of a new age of autonomous systems in which robots will be able to complete extremely complex tasks on their own, and they will also be able to incorporate and work with humans in a changing environment.